Cystic fibrosis is a genetic disorder that affects the lungs, pancreas, and other organs. And each year, the month of May recognizes Cystic Fibrosis Awareness Month. From the Rocky Mountain chapter of the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, I'm joined by Mike and Jack to learn a little bit more and hear about your personal story in just a moment. Now, Mike, start us with more about cystic fibrosis itself and what the foundation does.
Yeah, so cystic fibrosis, as you said, is a genetic disorder. So there's about 40,000 people in the United States afflicted with it. They are born with it, and there unfortunately is not currently a cure. But for over 70 years, the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation has been raising money, raising awareness to try to provide support, and most importantly, some amazing therapies for our population, for our community. And so our population and our people with CF are living longer, happier, healthier lives these days. So,
love to hear that. And as I mentioned, May is Cystic Fibrosis Awareness Month. What is this importance to your organization of this month?
Yeah, so with cystic fibrosis being a rare genetic disease, it's not a lot of people know about it.
Okay.
So for us, just getting out into the community, telling people about CF, telling the amazing stories that we have, and people like Jack and his family, and many others in our community will just help raise awareness and also help provide those needed funds for us to continue the work we do with scientific research.
Yeah, fantastic. Jack, give us a little picture into your personal story. You are living with CF, but what has your journey been like?
Yeah, so I was born with CF. My brother also has it, and because we both grew up with it, it felt normal. We had routine.
Okay.
It was normal for us to always take pills before each meal. It was normal for us to do a lung treatment before and after school. It was normal for us to feel sick, and it was normal for us to be at the doctor's office all the time. And it was like that until about 5 years ago when a new drug came out called Trikafta, which really changed my life. It enabled me to really go to college without doing as many treatments because Trikafta corrects the basic defect in CF. And so I was able to be a normal college kid, and I was able to not do as many treatments, and it really changed my life, and I'm the healthiest I've ever felt.
That is wonderful to hear. And speaking of being healthy, man, you are getting some workouts in. What are you training for? And tell our viewers about why you're doing this.
Yeah, so I'm training for an Ironman. And for people who don't know, an Ironman is a 26.2 mile run with a 2.4 mile swim and 112 mile bike ride as a warm-up. So it's
as a warm-up?
As a warm-up.
Oh my goodness, that sounds like a whole feat to go through.
Yeah, it's in one day, and so I train every day. Just before the show, I swam 120 laps, which is just under 2 miles.
Wow.
And when I get back home, I'm gonna bike for 2 hours, and tomorrow is gonna be a 2 to 3 hour run. And so it's a lot of volume. And that's all leading up to Ironman Wisconsin, and if I complete that, I'll be the youngest person with CF to do an Ironman.
Fantastic. And so what is the reason that you're doing this? It's to fundraise, right?
Yeah, so throughout my whole childhood, my parents fundraise, and so I felt this was, again, a normal thing to do.
Yeah.
And I know I am extremely lucky to be able to do this amount of physical activity where a lot of people with CF, they don't have that ability.
Yeah.
So right now the goal is to raise money and awareness for better treatments, more accessibility to treatments, and hopefully eventually a cure.
Great. We have just a couple of seconds left. These funds that Jack is going to help raise, how does that help impact your organization?
Yeah, so the CF Foundation will fund scientific research. So we actually have a lab in Boston that is currently working on genetic therapies to try to really do a one-time correction of the CF gene, so we can hopefully find a cure for everybody.
That is so fantastic. Well, good luck on the rest of all of your training and in June for the half Ironman. And thank you so much, Mike, for telling us about your foundation.
Great. Thank you.
And you can follow along with Jack as he competes in this Ironman and help support his fundraising goals for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. Scan the QR code on your screen right now to find Jack's fundraising page and consider a donation towards his cause. If you'd like to learn more about the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, visit them online at cff.org.